Oh, look at this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is March freaking Madness time. Let's get it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on an edition of Third Down Thursdays. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. I will 100% take responsibility for that. You guys saw the breakdown with Nate and Connor. Connor's going to join us in a little bit. But let me tell you something. We got some fun planned for you guys tonight. Some, special announcements. Let's go with that. Special announcements to talk to you guys about. But everything's good, though. Everything's good. We got some, it's March Madness. We're having some fun. Man, I don't know if do I even tell you guys who's my Final Four right now? I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. We'll save it for later. Because I know for a fact that like getting all of us together, that we'll talk shit. I'm guaranteeing that like people are gonna say that I'm an idiot, which is fine. You're more than welcome to say that I'm an idiot because I welcome it. But I'm gonna win it. Anyways, we don't have a lot of time. It's already 7:04. Let's have some fun. The Chicago Cubs opened up overseas, mind you, over the Pacific. The Pacific, specifically speaking, overseas against the Dodgers. Man, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Cubs fan. But we're gonna bring on our guy, the Jackson Gross, who is currently on assignment. Guys, on assignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. But he decided to join us here tonight for Third Down Thursdays. Jackson Gross. Let's go, Jackson. Give him a round of applause. What up, dog?
We're doing good. I'm excited to be back on in full, since you already brought up March Madness, fully decked out.
I know, look at you.
Attire. We're ready for tomorrow. What's a Lobo, Bruce? What's a Lobo? What's a Lobo?
Don't do it. We're gonna get there. When everyone's on again, when everyone is on, we're gonna talk about our Final Four. How about that? All right, background, guys, real quick. Background, like producers, we got Cy in the background, ready to go, ready to jump in here anytime to be like, you guys are fucking dumb. We got Connor being like Bruce, shut the fuck up. We got to advance. And but no, I can't wait. We got Kenny jumping on too. I don't even know if Kenny even cares, to be honest with you, about March Madness. But all right, let's run this. All right, so real quick, Jackson, Chicago Cubs. So I was at the gym on Wednesday at 5 a.m, working my ass off, like doing my shit. I looked up on the screen because I knew they were going to be on because it was a nationally televised game. To the elliptical, looking up, and I see Amaya had the first. Am I saying that right? Amaya said got the first RBI of the season. Yay! Let's go! I was pumped. I was like, but you know what though? At the end of the day, I was sitting there like, it's gonna be all downhill from here. All right, Jackson, let's talk about this. Like, we'll get to the home run. We'll get to Ohtani's home run specifically. Mm-hmm. But what were your thoughts about the Chicago Cubs playing in a regular season game and then coming home to play
spring training games?
Training games. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't really get it, honestly. I think it would have been much better to like skip out on the last two spring training games and then play the series in Japan and then give them like extra travel days to come back. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I was not up at 5 in the morning to watch those games. I think I got other stuff to do. I love my Cubs, but I'm not waking up at 5.
I was about to say you were sleeping, weren't you? You were sleeping.
Oh, I was schlunked. Are you kidding with my schedule?
I was wide awake. I was up. I was working out. I was seeing like, let's go, Cubs, go. And then I was like, all right, I gotta go to the next workout.
Yeah, I think I was up at like 6:30, and I'm like, damn it, it's 3-1 for that first game. So, but anyway, I think overall, I think that my biggest takeaway is, and I'm at least seeing I'll take the positive sides and I'll take the negative sides. Positives, Dansby Swanson looked pretty solid through those 2 games. Who knows if that carries over for another 150 plus and if he stays healthy, but looks solid. Shota Imanaga was immaculate in his 4 innings in that first game.
I mean, I think you're immaculate.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. I think you're immaculate too.
Oh.
No.
I'm 2 for 17, just so you know.
2 for 17. Okay. But anyway. That's pretty much where the positives ends. Like, it was just awful because we're the top 4 teams in terms of revenue for baseball. Top 3 at best. You got the Dodgers, Yankees, us, and then maybe you throw in like the Angels because they're in LA or whatever, or you want to throw, or the Mets because of the other New York team. And we are fielding. Yes, I know Nico Horner's injured. John Birdie.
Thank you. Do it.
Is playing second base.
Thank you. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Thank you.
And then even today, they sent down Eli Morgan and Jordan Wicks back down to AAA for today for whatever reason. I don't understand it. Maybe they're bringing. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm just y'all have a really stupid franchise. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, thank you for bringing up Eli Morgan because I was just waiting for this. How are you gonna trade? How are you gonna trade for this man and be like, actually, Des Moines more looks like your home? Like, what the fuck even is Des Moines?
And isn't he like one of the few like lefties? Because I think it's him. I think it's him in field.
Hold on, real quick, Jackson, real quick. Side, are you what's up with the pearl necklace?
Brother, you've been known I had pro necklace on. Don't act dumb.
Legit, I didn't know.
Brother, you've been known this. I've been wearing this for a while. But we're not talking about no damn pro necklace right now, Bruce. Quiet. We're talking about why the Cubs suck. Okay. And when you don't know how to run a team.
Can we get to that though?
Sure.
Okay, bro.
Save it for later. Save it for later. I'll give you that. But Eli Morgan was one of the best relievers on the Guardians last year. Trade for him to be a setup man and then send him to Iowa just doesn't make sense to me.
That's what's up.
The only thing I can think of is that they're maybe like gonna try some other guys out in the last couple of spring training games, and then maybe bring them back up.
Spring training games.
Hold on. Are we bringing back Beers and Ivy? Are we bringing back Beers and Ivy right now? Are we bringing back Beers and Ivy?
It might be in the works.
No.
It might be in the works.
It may be in the works, but thank you, producer. Thank you, producer. She's in the works. That's all. We'll just leave it there. But we're not here to talk.
At the end of the day, she's always in the works.
You're right. But my last thing to say is also Vidal Brujan, why he didn't start over John motherfucking Birdie. What's Craig Counsell doing? This is the 1 year that you can actually win the NL Central, and you ain't doing shit.
Like, what are you?
That's all I got.
Like, the only thing I will say to that last point really quickly is, and someone brought this up on Twitter, that this is essentially like if the Bears.
Someone? Give him a shout out.
Shout out. I'm not trading for Trevor Story. Leave me alone. I don't want someone who's played less baseball than I don't want to play. I don't want to trade for someone who I've played more Major League Baseball in the last 6 months than I have.
Well, have you? Wait, time out.
He was injured for like the last 3 or 4 months or whatever last season.
But how much Major League Baseball have you touched?
None. That's the thing.
So you can't say that what you were saying right there, dude.
Well, I was oh no, what I was saying is I don't want to trade for someone who's played the same amount of Major League Baseball that I have in the last 3 or 4 months. That's what I was saying.
Okay, fair.
Anyway, where I lost my train of thought now. Where was I? Oh, the comparison. The only comparison I saw was that this would be like if the Bears played the Eagles in week 1 and people were just overreacting, even though this Cubs team is going to need time to gel and get their shit figured out. It's the middle of March. Not worried. And they're playing the best team in baseball and the defending champions. Like, yes, they're a much improved team than last year, but
can we just hold on? Time out. Let's pull out.
What's up?
Let's pull out. That's what she
What's
said.
up?
Let's pull out. Dude, how much similar were these games that we saw last year for the Chicago Cubs? Come on.
Fairly similar. I will say that. The only thing, again, no Nico Horner for the Cubs at all.
Okay, we can talk about look at the lineup that the Dodgers had.
Yeah, Ohtani, Edman, Teoscar, Will Smith, Muncy.
Betts didn't play. Who else?
And I don't think Freddie Freeman didn't play.
Freeman didn't.
But they don't need them. They don't need them. They have Shohei Ohtani. The Angels rode that horse to death. He's used to playing by himself.
Okay, let me ask this question.
Yes.
Let me ask this question. And this is coming from a fucking old head, I guess. Because from all of us, Jack, shout out Jack. Jack will know if I'm wrong on this. Is this better than a early 2000s Yankees lineup? Or or a 1996 Braves lineup with the steroid era and everything?
So I vaguely remember those early 2000s Yankees because that was Jeets. Was that Teixeira? Was he there yet?
Yeah, he was there.
A-Rod wasn't there yet. He didn't come.
I think it was 02.
Posada. I know Hideki Matsui was in there at some point.
Bro.
But no, the Dodgers fully healthy is the best. A top 5 lineup in MLB history.
Okay, so I'm gonna fucking go out there and say this: if they lose the World Series, if they don't win the World Series this year, this is the biggest disappointment since the Warriors losing that 73-9 season. I said it.
Okay.
I said it.
Okay.
I'm on the board saying it.
Okay. Well,
I'm on the board.
We'll save that for later. We'll save that from 6 months from now.
I'm down with saying it.
But yeah,
I don't think I'm wrong with that with that prediction because this lineup and that pitching staff, they have 4 fucking starters. One starters.
Ohtani will pitch at some point. You got Yamamoto, you got Sasaki, you got Glass now. I think they still have Dustin May. I think they brought back Clayton Kershaw.
They're insane.
It's always funny when I was playing MLB The Show last year and just see the Dodgers 7th pitchers and 85 overall or whatever. It's and then you see the Cubs. Kyle Hendricks is the 5th best starter at 78.
70, right. Well, all right. Can we go down this? Sorry, guys. Wait, what time is it? What time we got?
It is 7:17, my friend.
All right, let me go down this. I'll do it just because I don't want you to. Anyway, Chicago Cubs are fucking flakes. They're biggest pussies of the fucking the whole MLB. Why are you continually telling everyone to buy? Let's buy Marquee Network. And guess what? Your owner just this week and a half ago said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said what I said because we're not trying to." You're an idiot. You're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, Ricketts. You're a piece of shit. put fucking stop trying to make money off of real estate around the area in Wrigley Field, and make sure you put the profit on the field so that way everybody goes to the field and says, hey, let's watch this and give you money. You're a clown. You're a clown. You're an idiot. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I said it. Sorry. Had to do it.
No, you're 100% spot on. I don't disagree with you at all. The thing is, this blows my mind with team owners, and
you saw that, right? You saw. What
yeah, he said like he walked back his whole thing about we're just trying to break even.
Break even. Yes.
So it doesn't make sense to me. Like teams like the A's and teams that have a low budget, the Pirates. It's like you're a billionaire.
Well, the Pirates is a different story. You can talk shit about them big time, dude. I could go fucking to town on those motherfuckers too.
So it's like you're not spending money on the team. You're trying to make money through concessions and marketing and real estate. It's like you realize you would make more money by putting a good team together, and no one's asking. Like, at least I'm not asking you to go full like spend like $700 million or whatever the Dodgers are spending this year, but don't be afraid to go over the luxury tax line. You're going to sell out Wrigley Field 81 times
every day, every fucking day. You stop every fucking day. Everyone fucking goes there because it's a fucking tourist spot. Hold on, time out. Jackson, excuse me.
Yes,
guys in the background, jump on real quick, if I may. Let's fucking do this.
Okay.
Let's expand this. Let's expand it.
Listening. I was gonna jump in myself, so I'm listening.
Expand it. Kenny. Anyone else? Everyone. We got everyone. Gentlemen. Everything that you know about the Chicago Cubs is about tourism right now, correct?
Correct.
100%.
Why would you be that piece of shit and say like anything to take away from the fan base that bought you to that position that you're at right now, because you said claiming, hey, I'm a fan. That's the reason why I sit in no, you're not a fan, dude. You're not a fan. So I'm curious. You guys are much better than I am because I'm a Cubs fan. We have a Cardinals fan. We have a White Sox fan. We have
a non-baseball enjoyer.
Right.
It's just too. I love college baseball, but I mean, sitting through a whole baseball game, I could watch paint dry faster than baseball game could finish.
Anyway. All right,
anyway.
Not wrong.
It's true. All right. So that being said, the reason why the regular fan, I got, when I say regular, like the bullshit fan that walks up and being like, hey, I'm gonna go to Wrigley Field, pays that money for Wrigley Field, is because they want to see something on the fucking field. They suck. They've done their main goal is for the elegance around the field, and I'm disappointed in that. These people that I work with right now say, what the fuck are you doing? I would love to hear their responses.
Spot on. Can't say it any better.
I mean, as a White Sox fan, that's been my biggest criticism of the Cubs since I was a kid. You know, it's just a tourist attraction. It's the world's largest beer garden.
100%.
They don't really care about baseball on the north side. Not to say that the White Sox
they did
anything better, but it's not.
Oh.
It's just a good time at Wrigley.
We won't go to the Reinsdorf fucking category yet. I believe me, because I got a lot to say about that.
Reinsdorf is in his own special tier. You can't.
He's a
piece
piece of shit. Anyway, go ahead. That's it. That's all we got.
I guess we'll go to the next segment.
All right. Well, hey, Connor, next segment, my guy.
All right. Well, just as the Chicago.
You want a great person for any kind of car insurance? This is the person that you go to.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery, Shh, sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Jeff, we're tapping in at 704-464-4544, excuse me. Tell him that Third Down Thursdays or TDT Media sent you. He'll hook you up. Right now, here's my thing. Connor, there's a reason why Connor is sitting here right now. I'm going to lead him into this because I guarantee you he will fucking love it. The SEC is the best. And I'm saying this.
I see Kenny in the background.
I can't see him. I'm going to say it. The SEC is the best. The best athletic conference in all of college sports.
Are we going that far?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing across all.
Okay.
All right. So, okay. Let's pump the brakes. All right. Listen.
Kenny said he just puked in his mouth.
Can I just say this, Connor, man? All right. Listen. So don't we just you and I, you and me talking right now, me and you, my man. So long time ago, talking amongst my guys, I would always talk to them and being like, and like respectfully, like I'm not a Big Ten guy, not at all. Like I'll watch football in this area, everything like that, but
it's just not as good as Southeastern Conference football. That's what you're trying to say.
Calm down.
I get it.
But like you have to understand though, I looked at things from a macro perspective.
Third party, if you will.
Well said. So, my man. The SEC has dominated, and I'm saying this respectfully, Kenny. I love you, buddy. Respectfully, from a pure long term. If you want to say, you got to take it the average perspective for fucking years. And I would say from 2000, from the year that I started like paying really ridiculous attention, from 1998. I saw this, Connor. 1998, my boy. 1998.
That I wouldn't even thought of in 1998.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, Big Ten was filthy back in 1998. Kenny. In the background, I know Kenny's chomping at the bit right now. He's like, "Can I punch him? But I'm gonna tell you right now.
Anything yet either?
But I'm gonna tell you right now, as we speak, to this day. What time is it? 7:26 today. The SEC is the best conference in all of sports. Prove me wrong. Connor.
Well, that goes perfectly into the second segment of today's show because, Bruce, it's March. And I'm ready to get mad, baby.
Can we bring it out? Connor!
Let me talk to you.
Yeah, the Davis Division! Let's go!
Now, I do want to point out that before the show started, Bruce was like, hey, Connor, you really got to take the cake because the SEC is dominating in basketball. And I get that. But at the same time,
14.
I never
14.
And we'll get there, Bruce, but I never really said that the SEC was going to launch like they did in basketball. And there's a clear reason, I think, that the SEC is dominating the way they are. If you look at it in football, we've always seen that, hey, the SEC is this powerhouse. They're the football powerhouse conference in the country, regardless of what many of you Northerners north of the Mason-Dixon like to think.
Well, okay.
The SEC.
Pump that brake. Pump that brake.
And now we're seeing, because of things like NIL and transfer portal, it's making everything almost even.
Who wants to get one, bro?
So now we're seeing, like, look, we saw the Big Ten, and I'll give it to you. The Big Ten outperformed this year. They were the best conference in football. You heard it first. I'm telling you,
Kenny, you heard that, right?
This year, I'm not saying they are the best conference in football, but this year they were. They outperformed any conference. I'll give them that credit.
I can't wait to hear Kenny
But
talk.
now we're seeing a turn in the SEC being the conference, a school that is, or a conference that is not historically great in basketball, maybe other than Kentucky and a couple Florida wins.
Okay, respectful.
I'm saying, like, compared to other conferences, and let's pull it up. So these are the NCAA tournament wins by conference. The ACC and the Pac-12, God rest its soul,
okay, wait, hold on.
are number one with 15.
Hold on, time out. You're saying wins, right?
Wins in terms of winning the whole thing.
You're not talking about like team representing.
No, because that's a lot of numbers, and I don't want the viewers to get overwhelmed with all the numbers. So I'm trying to make it clear.
So just so you know, respectfully, just so you know, and I'm going to say it right now, like without the exact numbers, the SEC has been pretty fucking filthy for a long time. But I'll let you kind of, my man, being the best. Hold on, time out. This guy is the best at his fucking job, going to provide you with numbers that are going to fucking blow your mind. Let's go.
Well, look, you have 14 teams. I'm going to address this comment. Right. In the Elite Eight. A lot of numbers are going. Maybe 14 might not make the Sweet 16. We'll see what happens. But let's go over some numbers before we kind of make our predictions in terms of going further into the tournament. As I was saying before, 15 is the number one by conference in terms of winning the whole thing. That's ACC and Pac-12, God rest its soul, at the number one position. The next place winner is the SEC with 11, and then Big Ten and Big East. Like always, the Big Ten is the little brother of the conference little brother.
If I may, I'll give you a Big
real.
10.
Well, they have 10. The Big East has 10. So, growing up, I was not exposed to great SEC basketball. In a couple years, but really I saw teams like the Big East and the Big Ten really, really having those types of historical greatness, if you will. Teams that I've seen win. The Big East, I mean, you can name teams like Gonzaga and Marquette and all these different teams.
Gonzaga was not a Big East team, obviously. It's a West team.
Yeah, but I mean, teams that aren't in the SEC that I'm like, okay, well, these are teams that are better than what I'm witness to growing up. But now it seems like because of NIL and transfer portal, and that's what I want to blame it on.
Gonzaga, bro. Real quick.
Why they are.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick. Gonzaga was one of the best basketball, I'm going to say franchises of all time. So, dude, I would love to hear your comment right now and saying about NIL money taking away from what they were trying to continuously build, because I actually think you got a great point on this, my guy. Let me hear this.
Well, Jackson pulls out a team like UConn. I agree. I also want to pull out a team like Villanova. These are teams that have found success in my lifetime that I'm used to watching win. I'm not used to watching teams like Georgia and Mississippi State and Missouri. Oh my gosh, the team that didn't win a single conference game last year is in the NCAA tournament. And now I'm witnessing this because of this NIL and transfer.
Oh, about that dough, bro.
It is balancing everything out.
About that dough.
And now the SEC, let's talk about the 2025 tournament. Let's talk about bids by conference. You have 2 in the West Coast, 4 with the Mountain West and ACC, 5 in the Big East, 7 in the Big 12, 8 in the Big 10. And then you have a record-setting, yes, I said record-setting, 14 teams in the SEC that made the 2025 NCAA.
Do it. Come on. Connor, do it.
Setting.
Connor, you didn't do it.
Baby.
Connor, you didn't do it. Connor, do it.
If it was last year.
No, stop. Stop. Pull it. Come on.
I am, Bruce. I'm pulling it from behind first.
Oh, that's
then
what
I
she
gotta
said.
let go. But 14. If this was last year, Bruce, every single team in the SEC would have made with the number 14. You add 2 teams, Oklahoma and Texas, and they both make it. So that's 16. 14 out of 16. I don't know about you, Bruce, but if I made a 14 out of 16 on any grade I had, I would be pretty okay with that outcome.
Pretty fucking great grade, bro.
Now let's talk about
what you got for
what
me.
is
What you got for me?
impact
What you got for me, Connor?
for these SEC teams, Bruce. Now
Connor.
we've seen our first SEC
Connor.
team
We
go down.
We got music. We got music for the.
I mean, what kind of music do you want?
Oh, give me something good. Oh, give me something good. What you got for me? What you got for me? What you got for me? Oh, what you got for me? Oh. No, this is terrible. What do you got for me, though? What do you got for me? What do you want to talk about right now? What do you want to talk about?
I want to go over the slate for the SEC teams. And I want you to give me how far you think these teams are going to go.
Run it.
Based on the slate.
Let's go.
So, obviously, Texas played in. They lost to Xavier 86-80. I believe that game was Wednesday. And then now, today, we have a slate of SEC games that are already finished and then games that are occurring right now. So Auburn takes the cake over Alabama State, 83-63, a game that was close in the first. Georgia loses to Gonzaga, terrible fashion, 89-68. But a team that I picked in the bracket right now, Tennessee is up on Wofford, 68-55. Arkansas is up on Kansas, 55-47, and A&M is up on Yale, 40-29. Missouri's down, 26-18 to Drake. So based on the SEC teams that are playing right now, one of them's down, and only one of them has a chance to. 2 of them are down, and then another one has a chance to go down with it. So obviously, it's not plausible for all 14 teams to make the Elite 8.
No.
I'm going to give you teams that are playing tomorrow in the SEC.
Let's go.
How far do you
tomorrow?
think?
What do you mean tomorrow? Give me the teams like right now.
I gave you the teams that are today. Auburn, Georgia's out.
Auburn,
Tennessee,
I have
Arkansas.
Auburn winning. I have Tennessee winning. Winning.
Arkansas and Kansas.
Oh, Kansas. I got Kansas losing.
Okay. Then you have Yale and A&M.
I have A&M beating Kansas.
A&M plays you. But, yeah, they probably win either way. That's what I picked. And then you have Missouri and Drake, which is a crazy story of how you did not win a single conference game, especially beating Mississippi State. Oh, my gosh.
All right, what you got for me? So you want to give me picks for tomorrow?
Yes, I want you to give me how realistically, of course, how far these teams are going to go. Tomorrow we have State and Baylor play tomorrow.
State,
which is going to be
and Baylor.
Tough. Yeah, because Baylor, before UConn, I believe were the last ones to win the whole thing. Back in 21, if anybody can correct me.
I had State.
Then you have Alabama and Robert Morris.
Bama and Robert Morris. I have Bama.
That's a pretty clear. St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. Now, this is the thing with Vandy. Vandy had 2 top 10 wins in the span of 2 weeks this year. Maybe the span of a week. So
we already know. I'm not. Next.
Then you have Ole Miss and North Carolina. Oh, we need to talk about North Carolina too.
Bro. All right, real quick. All right, can we all right, let's talk in real quick. There is no okay, so I love the fact that North Carolina did what they did. especially like proving their point. But
yeah, but they shouldn't have been in the first place.
Correct. I don't disagree with you. It's fucked up. There's no way. Also, they're an active, athletic. Not trainer. Fucking what's the word? Athletic. Kenny, I need your help. Where are you at, Kenny? Hold on, Kenny. What's it called? Athletic what?
Association? I don't know what you're trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
Jesus.
Are you trying to what the ACC is?
Get him out.
He's an active athletic director for North Carolina. He's the
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, director.
Free Indiana, free West Virginia. North Carolina should be in it.
He should never be a part.
They're the
of
last
the,
team.
like,
Let me start it.
He should never, ever be a part of the committee to pick the 60.
He said he wasn't though.
Yeah, I know. He got kicked out.
But he told the media that he wasn't going to put any words into the decision.
Can we bring Sign? Wait. Why is Sign here, not Jackson? In. Jackson wants some fucking dirt right now. Let's go, Jackson.
I want
talk
some dirt.
shit. Let's go.
I want some dirt.
Yeah.
He's like,
so much is going on. So much is going on. I will say this to your whole thing. At least to Bruce, your thing about saying the SEC is the best athletic conference. Not even
across
I
the
know.
board.
I know. You're fucking wrong, you dipshit.
Oh,
okay. There's such a good athletic conference. Why has an SEC team won an NCAA championship since 2012? 2012 was the last time an SEC team won the national championship.
Was it 2012? Okay.
Yep, Kentucky over Kansas.
Wait.
Every other school. 2013 when Louisville was part of the Big East. UConn, Big East, Duke, ACC, Nova, North Carolina, Nova, Virginia, Baylor, Kansas, and UConn 2 more times.
Bro, what about softball, bro?
No offense. No offense.
No,
I wasn't looking up softball. I was looking up only basketball.
Well, you're only taking one conference.
And
I'm not arguing basketball. I mean,
I'm not arguing against you, Connor. I'm arguing against Bruce.
Yeah, but based on the numbers, there's
a
lot.
The most athletic, dude. No, hold on, time out. Stop. Like, win the conference, that's fine. But I'm saying the overall, like the average of every single team in that conference. I'm sorry, dude. The SEC is better than any fucking conference.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
Hold on, 100% wrong. Because
you
want
not wrong.
Softball.
I'm not wrong.
Florida,
I'm not wrong.
Besides that, it's been all.
I'm not wrong.
Which now is SEC.
I am not wrong. So
yeah, you can't give it to SEC.
I'm saying that like the rate, dude. I'm saying the average.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I tend to agree with you based on what I root for. I don't know the numbers. I know in baseball for sure, you got every conference beat. Football 100%. For sure. I mean, even in basketball, you have
14 teams that qualified.
14 teams, but now you have more wins in all of basketball than the Big Ten and Big East. I didn't even know that number till I looked it up.
Excuse me. Can I just do this real quick?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Enjoy your water.
Enjoy that water, indeed.
Well said. Well, Kenny, well said.
Like,
see, Jack is talking. Jack is speaking. Spit.
Do you know why those colleges have to have hockey? Because that's the only sport they can be good in. Because the SEC rules it all, baby.
No, they don't.
First of all, Arizona State has one of the best hockey teams in college, so you can't talk about how
all the Big Ten.
You have to have a sport in the North because you can't compete with the South in any other sport. That's just how it is. I'm sorry.
Who won the national championship?
I'm sorry.
Who won the Natty?
That's fine. You get 1 year. That's fine.
Who won last year's Natty?
Any teams gonna make it out of the first round
until 10 years prior.
Until it gets vacated. Who won last year's Natty? I'm sorry.
You don't want to talk about that.
Oh,
it's favoritism, but we don't want to talk about that. to be fully honest, some of these SEC teams.
Well, you know what's
probably
great
gonna be in the
about
tournament,
this?
but
So,
favoritism.
Kenny, I
Cool, though.
love the fact that you fucking jumped on right now because we're going to have an amazing conversation about what's going on with the Chicago Bears. But before so, we're going to have an amazing commercial from Jeff Wertetny about homeowners insurance because everyone's like, here, home. And home is where the heart is.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Jeff Wertetny at 704-464-4544, you get an amazing bobblehead like this. You don't at all. You don't. You just get great, amazing insurance rates. Bro, all right, let's talk about this. Kenny, I know you're we're gonna escape from the conversation that we were just talking about college football and college in general. How are you feeling about the Bears acquisitions right now? Currently,
it's very surreal at the moment because I this is everything I've been asking for since about 2006 with this team.
So
I have been begging for us to fix the offensive line. I've been begging for the right type of playmaker at quarterback. I think they're making 95% of the right moves. I don't know if I agree with all of the money that they gave to Dahlman, the center, but
agree.
All things considered, I mean, he was the absolute best center in the market, so you got to go for it. You know, very, very surreal moment. I'm waiting for, either to wake up or for the shoe to fall and something actually happen negatively. But so far, so good. Very, very impressed for once.
So, for once, dude, okay. So I'll flat out. I will jump on that sword. I fucked up. I did. I was saying everything positively last year when the Bears were hoisting that amazing banner saying the offseason champions, we are the and you did a very good job saying dude, it sucked. This is trash. Dude, you're 100% correct, and respectfully, I will give you that. But this year, I do think you were also a Justin Fields guy. True,
because I'm a Buckeye guy, so yeah.
I do. I'm not
Jets. I don't
know. No, don't do that. No, I was gonna. We'll get. I was gonna get there at some point, but I was gonna be that guy. But I don't know, man. I actually, dude. Shit. We're in March, so what should be, in your opinion, the expectation level out of 1 out of 10? What's the expectation level we should be at after everything they've done? Because to be honest with you, I think that they've done a great job. And specifically, I think Ben Johnson is the person that's been able to be more influential on this bullshit than Eberflus was, because he's a fucking idiot. So, what is your expectation level now? 0 here, 10 here. What's your expectation level right now?
So
just,
at the end,
just at March.
At the end of the day, it's still first head coach job. You have a second-year quarterback now learning a brand new offensive system, or what should be a new offensive system.
Well, let's be honest. This is his third. It might be his third, honestly. Well, it's his second.
Yeah, and then whatever he pulled together at USC, which is vastly different from the NFL, anyways.
Correct.
You have some great receivers. You have the potential to have a great backfield, especially if you hit the draft the right way.
Whoa, real quick. All right, say it. Who do you want in the draft?
I want Genty.
Ah, he said it.
I want him more than almost anything. I want Genty, and then I want them to go offensive line again in the second round. That's
Dude, he said it. Can I say that? Do you guys hear this? He wants Genty. I'm not gonna lie. I actually do want Genty too.
He's exciting to watch. I love he's a guy. He's a dude, you know.
He's a dude.
He doesn't do the prototypical things. He stands up straight in the backfield like he doesn't care. He's gonna run you over.
What he does. This is what he does right here. Ready?
Yeah. And he's just ready to go. I love it. I love it. Everything, the stance, everything. Hilarious. I'm all for it. You know, the defense, I think I'm still a little weary on the defense, just to be honest. I know everybody's kind of hyped up about it, but I think there's some glaring holes, and I think that there's some things that they try to patch over and make it seem okay. So my expectation level is a 7 out of 10 right now. I want them to
respectfully, I actually think that,
you know, I don't know if they're going to be the team to beat in the North, but I think they're going to be right there. I think they're.
I'm not gonna lie, actually, that's a lot higher than I thought that you would put them. Because I actually have them lower.
Dude,
I do.
It's the offensive line. I'm an offensive line guy. I loved watching Tooney for years. I'm all for it. So I think maybe I might be a little biased on this because they're fixing the offensive line. Ben Johnson was my second guy, but I knew we were never going to get Vrabel. So
well, yeah. No, you said that. We talked about that before. But
right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Like, I mean, I like what they're doing. I do, but I'm kind of scared. Like, I'm not gonna No, right? You laugh. Like, I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it again.
I know. And the trust level it's very.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm done. Like, dude, especially if me saying this, dude, like me telling you right now, dude, my dog is barking upstairs. If my wife could be here right now, she'd be like, "Oh, the Bears are the best ever." No, they're fucking not.
No.
So dude, Jack, are you still in the chat? Jack, can you kind of get a thumbs up or something like that, or anything? Like no, nothing. Whatever, that's fine. But I'm gonna flat out. Yeah, oh, he's there. Can I get a thumbs up real quick, Jack? Jack knows this. I have always been. Thank you, sir. I have always been the most fucking expectedly ignorant person, as the best way to put it, with this team. I'm done with it. I'm 100% done with it. I'm analyzing them to the point that I should, and I'm going to be able, the same way that Jack is able to look at the Patriots, I'm going to look at the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are jack shit to me until I can understand what the fuck they're doing, because I don't understand what the fuck they're doing. But I'm going to analyze the picks and stuff like that. Expectations.
And on the opposite side of that, though, is, again, I've been asking for these things for 19, 20 years at this point, and they're finally starting to come around on it.
Hold on, time out. Kenny, you're acting like as if you're like fucking multiple years older than I am.
No, I'm just saying, we've both been through it. We saw Super Bowl 41. We were very excited, and then we ran into the Peyton Manning buzzsaw. I get it. But even that team, you have to agree, even that team was very, very questionable in a lot of ways. That was a very solid defense, and that was an offense that was hoping to get by.
No quarterback. Their offensive line was fucking phenomenal, though. I will say that.
For those couple of seasons, but that, if you look, I don't know how many of those guys are going to Canton, though. I mean, Olin Kreutz,
but that's it. Okay,
but who else? Right, and now we're starting to talk again about getting a real offensive line in place, and it's just, they need to be the old Chicago Bears. Like, they need to go back to the 80s where they're tough and they didn't give a shit about anything and they did their own thing, you know. And that's
I'm not okay.
But I'm not getting back.
Time out. I'm not gonna go back to that fucking like thought process of like, We need to run the ball to be successful because that's a fucking old school thought process.
No, we need to be tough. We're not tough.
Tough. Okay.
There's no grit to this team, and that's what I think.
Better way to put it. Better way. That's a better way to put it.
Yes.
That's a.
I'm not saying old school. I'm not saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust. I'm saying grit. I'm saying toughness. I'm saying badass attitudes.
That's what
Brian
I want.
Urlacher attitude. We don't have a Brian Urlacher attitude right now.
Okay. Yeah,
even when we had Khalil Mack, that was not a Brian Urlacher attitude.
No, not at all. No, not at all. I agree. So you are on the same page. You and I are on the same page with that. Just we need a fucking douchebag. Honest God, we need a douchebag.
Right.
Why not? All right, boys, let's go. Bring him on. Let's go. Bring him in. I know Jackson wants to talk about this.
All right.
We've been talking in the private chat.
We are actually talking about the Bears in our private chat right now.
Let's go. Let's run
it. Bears need Cam Scappo. Put it on the table now.
That's your Sonic and Knuckles. That's what me and Cy were talking about. You don't need GT round 1.
Y'all don't need Genty when you get Scappo round 3.
Don't get GT round 1.
Take an edge round 1. Take an O-lineman round 2. Take an RB like Cam Scappo round 3. You fill all your holes. Then you focus on the defense late rounds. You're good.
You're talking about the guy from Arizona State?
Yes.
Fuck that guy.
Get your knuckles. Get your knuckles, Kenny.
Fuck that guy.
Y'all are all wanting Sonic and Knuckles in Chicago.
That's good to know.
And then you're gonna get.
I love Kenny. I love it. Kenny's like, fuck that.
There's too many question marks when it comes to that guy. I'm sorry. I think there's a lot.
He's the perfect New England Patriot.
Rex Burkhead.
Hey, that is Rex Burkhead 2.0.
Seriously, young Rex Burkhead. Welcome back to the NFL.
Anyways,
but seriously, no, I think
guy should have been in the basket his whole collegiate career.
Jack said he was minding his own business.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Like, no, don't get me wrong. I love Scatabo. I've been doing a dynasty with Arizona State, and he's awesome to play with in college football 25. But no, I'm not on the Scatabo train for the Bears.
You're about to be.
Yeah,
no. Wrong.
That would knock everything down to a 4 if they drafted Scatterbo. I'm not about that.
What if they got him in the 6th round? I'm just curious.
Yeah, even with the day 3 pick, Kenny, if they somehow manage to get him day 3, you think that's still a bad pick?
This RB class is deep.
Okay. Around 6 pick or around 7 pick, sure. But everything I've seen,
he's not going round 6. Come on, Kenny. Let's.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's all I wanted to make sure of.
And that's trash.
4 or 5. I'm saying 4 or 5.
I can see him going
anyway,
and I think that's ridiculous.
Anyway, I think it'd be premature to take an edge rusher in the first round simply for the fact that we already have our 2 starting edge rushers, and one of them that we just signed is 25, 26 years old, I believe. So I think it's their edge class is good. I'm good with getting an edge rusher in the 2nd round. Offensive line, I could be convinced to draft the offensive lineman in the 1st round because Connor brought it up. Like Braxton Jones has been a little injury prone the last 2 years after playing all 17 as a rookie. So I'd be worried about that personally.
That's my 10th pick.
Agree.
I like
Calvin Banks. I agree with that.
Come on now. Don't tell me you don't like that. Come on now.
I'm good with that, but honestly,
you get a good.
Give me a guy in the 2nd round at offensive line, and just go get a generational running back in the 1st round.
I want the best.
Crazy when the Cowboys draft up.
It's going to be the best available. I want best available.
Yeah, as long as you don't do it stupid like the Raiders, but yeah. Best available would be.
The Raiders are probably draft. Hey, if I may, the Raiders are always going to be Raider.
They might get Gene T.
Also,
that's the team I can see stealing.
Shout out! Hey, real quick, Gaffney. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think you're gonna be surprisingly excited about your draft pick. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, when I had Gene T at 6 in the mock draft Tuesday, Nate looked at me and said, "You think a running back's gonna go that high?" And I said, "We've seen it before. Bijan went 8, and if we're comparing him to like a Barry Sanders, if we're doing like a Barry Sanders-esque prospect, I've heard that name come out of a lot of people's mouth when referring to Ashton Gene T, especially because he almost broke the record. Barry Sanders went 3rd overall. You're acting like a running back cannot go in the top 6.
Barry Sanders also went 3rd overall back in the fucking 80s.
I
bro.
get that,
Fuck
Bruce.
fuck,
But
man.
this is the guy that's the closest to
We've got Saquon, who went number 2 overall in 2018, and we have Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs go top 15.
Let me ask this question: If the Chicago Bears are somehow blessed, because I would love for the Bears to get this, I do. If the Bears get Alshon Gentry, what would you guys say about that?
I
think it's a waste. I think it's a waste of a pick.
What?
Steal the draft.
Steal Kenny. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you.
Listen, he should be
I
a
don't
top
mind
5
it.
running back. He should be picked in the first round.
I'm sorry, Jeffrey.
I thought mine was bad.
That's all the water.
I thought mine was bad.
That's not what I said.
Welcome to the club.
You address your biggest need in the first round. Drafting GT at 10 is not your biggest need. As good as it could
When
be,
you have a
that's
top
not
10
your
pick,
biggest
when you have a
need.
top 10 pick, you have to go for the generational talent. If that,
I mean,
if
that could
Genty
be
is there,
good.
you take Genty. There's no question about it.
What's their?
Genty
If Genty's
is the
not there,
type-
then you draft the offensive line.
Genty is the type of player that should not play in a 2 running back system. If that's what you're drafting him to do, you are mistaken.
No.
He is
Look,
not
we
the type
just
of player
saw-
to be in a 2 running
You
back.
think
Well,
it's
first of all,
Swift?
most teams are a two-back
Do you
system
think
now.
Swift and him is as 2 packs?
I think that's what a lot of people are wondering.
Okay.
You come from Detroit.
There's 3 blue chip guys.
No, I
In my
disagree with
opinion.
that 100%.
Yeah, and look, we've quite literally seen basically there are very few exceptions to teams that don't run 2 running backs. I think basically it's the Eagles and the Ravens at this point are like, but even still, they still have good
The Eagles still
backups.
spell very well. Yes, they put
Yeah,
a bunch
but
of
when
backs, and they do a
Saquon's running
damn
over
good job of it.
2,000 yards, that's not a 2 running back system.
I'm not
No,
saying
we're
that,
not-
but I'm saying that you still he's not in
Yeah,
every,
you gotta
every
have
down
that. You
back.
have to have depth in every position. I'm not
Guys,
arguing that.
But that's
I'm
what
saying you
DeAndre
don't-
Swift and Roshan Johnson
time
would
out.
be.
Real quick, according to Jack, Abdul Carter is gonna fucking drop down to the Chicago Bears because there's no fucking best player in this fucking draft. What the fuck?
Anyway, but yeah, no, I think it's not like you're going to have like a 50-50 split if you get Genty and Swift together and you have Roshan spell in every
No.
once in a while.
Hold on, time out. We're still on.
So,
this.
do you want to ruin Swift's like production? Because the dude had over 1,000
Yes!
scrimmage yards. I mean, it's
Yes!
not,
Yes!
it's
If
it's a
Genty
great-
is that good, then that's fine. I'm willing to
Guys,
sacrifice
what the
DeAndre
fuck?
Swift.
Bye.
A dude you're paying that much, you just want to.
How much are you paying?
Yes!
How much?
Like,
Back on our
4
pay
mil.
running back spiel.
You're paying him
Here we
like
go.
I can't remember what the deal was.
But
I
you're
think it was a
getting
4
Genty at a
years.
rookie contract. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, with the 10th
And then you
overall
save
pick,
both.
exactly.
You save both of their legs.
Right. Thank you.
I'm not trying to advocate for DeAndre Swift. I don't care what you do with him. I'm just saying you're paying him a lot of money.
You
to sit
just
on-
were.
You're paying him a lot of money to sit on the bench.
7.3 million. That's a.
This is
I know
the
that's
thing. That's a pretty good hefty amount for a running back. This is the thing.
True.
Jamal Williams. He signed
Sir.
a 3-year, $33 million
Sir.
deal with the New Orleans
Sir.
Saints. Horrible
Sir.
contract.
That rookie
That's about the same
contract is gonna be a
somehow.
lot less than that.
It'll be close to $7 million.
yeah.
The
for
rookie,
top
it'll
10
be close to
pick, yeah.
$7 million. It's a top 10 pick, so it'll be up there.
That's
Well, the
fine.
Bears have the cap space to use, so I'm like,
I'm
again,
cool with
you can get out of him after next year, after 2025. There's an opt out
All right.
for 2026.
It's already
So
all right, real quick. It's already 8:00, boys. Let's do this. Who we got winning the national championship? Kenny, who you got?
I have no big business picking basketball brackets.
Jackson, who you got?
Duke.
Duke.
come on, man. You know what time it is. It's
I'll
time.
Don't be biased. Oh my
Oh
god.
hell yeah, I'm gonna be biased. Fuck you mean?
That is not realistic.
Connor,
Watch
Connor,
him
who
lose.
you
It
got?
is realistic.
I'm gonna go Auburn purely because of their
Auburn.
depth.
Tyler,
Either
you
Auburn
got-
or Florida.
I got Duke or Michigan State.
Jesus. I got
Well, I like
Florida.
Michigan
Let's
State.
get it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for enjoying this other episode of Third Down Thursdays. We have a lot of things coming down the pipeline. Let's have some fun. And let's go.
It's March, baby.
Let's get mad.
This is
Let's
Mark.
get mad.
Oh my goodness.
It sounds like
Let's go!